Married for 10 years. Lin Wan still wouldn't let me touch her. On my 32nd birthday, she pushed a bank card in front of me. There's 5 million in here. Let's get divorced. Her voice was as cold as always, as if discussing some irrelevant commodity. I looked at her. The woman I'd loved for 10 years suddenly burst into laughter. I didn't take that card. Instead, I pulled out, from behind me, the divorce agreement. Prepared in advance. I don't need a single cent of money. Lin Wan. I'm leaving with nothing. Just one request. Signed it. Right now. Immediately. The calm and indifferent expression on Lin Wan's face. In the moment I presented the divorce agreement, completely shattered, she looked at me in disbelief, as if I were some ferocious flood beast. Chen Yuan. What do you mean? I pushed the agreement in front of her, handing her the pen along with it. It means I agree to the divorce. My calmness clearly exceeded her expectations. Married for 10 years. I loved her like my life. Yielded to everything. Nights alone. Everyone said I was a simp. A live-in son-in-law. A man without self-respect. I accepted it all because I loved her. From the first glance at her, I loved her beyond salvation. I thought if I was good enough, one day, it'd melt that ice block. But 10 years later, the ice is still ice, and I'm about to freeze to death. Lin Wan didn't look at the agreement. Her eyes locked onto me, carrying scrutiny and probing. Have you got someone else outside? She asked matter-of-factly. In her mind, her husband. Me. Comes when called. Goes when dismissed. Could never initiate leaving, unless another woman gave me courage. I smirked self-mockingly. Does it matter if there's someone else? What's important is I don't want to live like this anymore. I stood up and walked to the window, looking at the bustling traffic below. The penthouse in the city's most prosperous district. She bought it. With the Lin family's money. I live here. Like a canary trapped in a cage. I live here. Like a canary trapped in a cage. No. The canary can still please its owner. But me. I don't even qualify for an extra glance from her. Chen Yuan. Stop messing around. Lin Wan's voice softened, carrying a barely detectable coaxing. This was her usual trick. Whenever I was nearing my limit, she'd give me a timely bit of sweetness. A smile. A word of concern. Even just an accidental touch. Then it'd be like a sunflower again, full of energy revolving around her sun, spinning. But today this trick is useless. The sun is too cold. The sunflower has withered. I'm not messing around. I turned back, looking at her with unusual seriousness. Lin Wan. 10 years ago, on this day, we married. I told her I'd love her with my whole life. Protect her. 10 years later on this day. My birthday. The gift she gave me is 5 million. And a sentence of divorce. I stepped toward her. Each step like treading on my broken heart. Does she know how I've lived these 10 years? Every night alone. I'd ask myself what I did wrong. Was I not attentive enough? Or not trying hard enough? For her. I washed hands and made soup. For her. I handled all the relationships she didn't want to bother with. For her. I took care of her useless little brother. Got him out of the police station. I treated her as my whole world. But in her eyes. What am I exactly? Every incident. Every matter. The grievances buried deep in my heart. Now pouring out like a tide. My voice wasn't loud. But each word bled. Lin Wan's face paled bit by bit. Perhaps she never thought I, always gentle, would say such words. She opened her mouth, seeming to want to say something, but couldn't utter a word. 3 years ago. My company's capital chain broke. I had to beg everywhere. Drank until stomach bleeding. I called her, just hoping she'd visit me in the hospital once. But what did she say? I stared into her eyes, not missing any tiny expression. She said, Chen Yuan, can you grow up a bit? Don't bother me with this trivial matter. I'm very busy. Does she know what she was busy with then? I smiled a smile uglier than crying. She was with her childhood sweetheart Bai Jing, feeding pigeons by the Seine River. Her friend's circle only visible to me for 3 days. But she forgot her best friend also has my WeChat. That photo like a poisoned needle. Pierced my heart for 3 years. The handsome elegant man. The woman smiling brightly like a flower. And the caption. Fatefully. Meeting again. Finally. Unavoidably in that moment I understood. My 10 years of consistent sacrifice was just a big joke. It's not that I don't love her, but I can't love anymore. If I continue loving, I'll die. The young lady of the Ling Ting group loving a poor guy was originally an undervalued match for her. I gave up the chance to retain my master's degree, plunged into business. I risked everything to prove I, Chen Yuan, am worthy of her. Lin Wan. 10 years. From a penniless poor guy, I've acquired assets over 100 million, but these in her and her family's eyes still can't make it to the table. Chen Yuan. That's just a misunderstanding. Lin Wan finally regained her voice, but it sounded so pale and weak. Misunderstanding. I felt like I heard a big joke. She placed the pot of non-blooming orchid he gave in our bedroom, nurtured for 10 years. Is that a misunderstanding? Every year on his birthday, she locks herself in the study, stays there all night. Is that a misunderstanding? Her phone password, computer password, bank card password are all his birthday. Is this also a misunderstanding? I questioned sentence by sentence, like sharp knives, stabbing into the false window paper between us, making it riddled with holes. Lin Wan's body swayed, her face pale as paper. She had to hold the sofa to stand steady. You know everything. Her voice trembled. Yes. I know everything. I nodded, feeling an unprecedented relief. I was just waiting for her to tell me herself. I've waited 10 years. But today I don't want to wait anymore. I took the divorce agreement in that pen, stuffed into her cold hand. Lin Wan. Sign it. Let me go. And let yourself go too. From now on. Vast skies and seas. We each fend for ourselves. After speaking, I didn't look at her anymore, turned and walked toward the bedroom, began packing my meager luggage. Behind was prolonged silence. I don't know how long passed. Long enough I thought Shed tacitly accepted this ending. I won't sign. A piercing scream shattered the silence. My hand packing stopped. I turned, only to see Lin Wan, eyes bloodshot, glaring at me. The divorce agreement torn to shreds by her, paper scraps like white butterflies, fluttering at her feet. Chen Yuan. Don't even dream. My marriage. Lin Wan. Isn't it for you to say start and start, say end and end? She like an enraged lioness, exuding a ferocity I'd never seen. I looked at her like this, my heart without a ripple, even a bit amusing. 10 years. This is the first time I see such vivid emotion on her, not because she loves me, but because her possession is about to escape control. I didn't argue with her, just silently packed a few clothes into the suitcase. My things aren't many. Everything in this villa she bought. The only thing I brought is myself. Now I want to take myself away too. Chen Yuan. Are you listening? Seeing me not react, Lin Wan rushed over, snatched my suitcase, threw it hard to the ground. Without my permission, you can't go anywhere. Her chest heaved violently, eyes brimming with tears, but stubbornly not letting them fall. I looked at her, suddenly felt it was so pointless. Lin Wan. Do you think this has meaning? You can keep my body. Can you keep my heart? My heart died long ago in that cold winter night 3 years ago. It's dead. Dead. Lin Wan, as if hearing a joke, she pointed at my chest, saying word by word, your heart. Want it given to that vixen outside long ago. Don't think I don't know that woman named Su Chin. Lately, you've been running to her rundown tea house every day. Think I'm blind. I was stunned. Su Chin. The woman with shallow dimples when smiling. Who knows how to brew a good pot of tea? I did go to her tea house a few times, but only because there, I could find a moment of peace. I never thought anything would happen between us. Even less thought Lin Wan, who never cared about me, would know of her existence. Even had people investigate me. An indescribable nausea and sorrow surged in my heart. So she wasn't indifferent to me. She was just like an arrogant queen, monitoring everything in her domain. Any factor that might escape control, she ruthlessly eliminates. She investigated me. My voice turned cold. Lin Wan paused at my question, then lifted her head righteously. I'm your wife, caring about you. What's wrong with that, caring? I laughed. The laugh full of mockery. These 10 years. Did she care if I ate enough, dressed warmly, if my work was smooth, if I was happy. She even forgot how old I am this year. With each question I asked, Lin Wan's face paled more. Finally, her lips trembled, unable to say a word. Right. How could she remember? In her heart, in just an insignificant appendage. Lin Wan. We've been over for a long time. I ignored her agitation, picked up the suitcase from the ground. This time she didn't stop me. She just stood there dazed, watching me, like a soulless person. I dragged the suitcase step by step to the door, hand on the doorknob. I paused. I didn't turn back. The divorce agreement. I'll have a lawyer draft another and send to her. Whether she signs or not, this marriage is definitely divorcing. After speaking, I opened the door and stepped out without looking back. Behind came the sound of porcelain shattering, followed by the sobs shed suppressed for so long. The crying burst out. That cry was mournful and desperate. My steps didn't stop. My heart will never ache for her again. I didn't go to Su Chin's tea house. Going to her now would only bring trouble to her. I dragged the suitcase wandering aimlessly on the street. Lanterns just lit. The city's neon lights stretched my shadow long. I like a lonely soul abandoned by the world. The phone in my pocket vibrated madly. No need to check. Knew it was Lin Wan calling. I turned it off directly. The world instantly quiet. I stayed at a modest hotel, took a hot shower, changed into clean clothes, felt like revived. Lying on the bed, I stared at the ceiling, not a bit sleepy, my mind like playing a movie, recalling memories with Lin Wan. This has been added to the clipboard. The first time meeting her was at the university's freshman welcome party. She was the outstanding student representative speaking, in a pure white dress, cold as the moon. Just one glance, I was immersed. Later I learned she was the young lady of the Tian Ling group, the bright moon in everyone's heart, while I was just a poor student from the mountains who tested in. The gap between us was heaven and earth, but I still pursued her regardless. Brought breakfast, saved seats, wrote love letters. All clumsy ways I could think of. I tried them all. She was always indifferent to me. I thought I had no hope, until before graduation. She suddenly accepted my pursuit. I was overjoyed, thought my sincerity moved her. Thinking back now, I was naively ridiculous then. It wasn't that she was moved. She just needed a shield, a legitimate reason to reject Bai Jing, and I, devoted to her, was the best choice. Our wedding was held grandly, but on the wedding night, she gave me a room separation agreement. She said she had severe cleanliness obsession, not used to sharing a bed with others. I believed her like a fool for 10 years. In these 10 years, we respected each other like guests, raised eyebrows in harmony, in outsiders' eyes. We were the model couple, only I knew. This seemingly perfect marriage, inside had long rotted and bred maggots. I sighed, sat up from bed, can't think anymore. If I think more, I'm afraid I won't hold back and go back to her. Not because I still love her, but to strangle her and ask, is her heart made of stone? I turned on the phone, wanted to read news to distract, just turned on. Countless calls and messages flooded in, from Lin Wan, from my in-laws, and from my brother-in-law Lin Rui, contents similar, all telling me to hurry back and apologize to Lin Wan, as if I was the one wrong. I sneered, blacklisted all these numbers. Then I saw an unknown number. Sent a message. Brother Chen, free. Come out for a drink. Signed Su Chin. I was a bit surprised. I don't know where she got my number, but her message is surely the only warmth tonight. I replied one word. Okay. Half an hour later, at a quiet bar near the hotel, I met Su Chin. She wore a beige trench coat, long hair casually over shoulders, no makeup, but more beautiful than any elaborately made-up woman I've met. Seeing me, she smiled, revealing shallow dimples. I thought you wouldn't come. Why? I pulled the chair opposite her and sat. Because you don't seem like the man who, after arguing with his wife, would run out to drink with another woman. She hit my awkward situation spot on. I was a bit embarrassed. We didn't just argue, I said. We're divorced. After saying this, I felt the stone pressing my heart for 10 years, finally lifted. Su Chin was clearly stunned. Perhaps she didn't expect me to be so frank. Sorry, she said softly. I didn't mean to pry into your privacy. It's fine. I shook my head, poured myself a glass of wine. Anyway, sooner or later, everyone will know. With the Lin family's power, news of me and Lin Wan divorcing tomorrow could be on the city's finance news front page. Then, everyone will know me. Chen Yuan, the man who rose by clinging to his wife, got kicked. Thinking of this, I smirked self-mockingly, drained the glass. The spicy liquid slid down my throat, burning my stomach, but not a fraction of the pain in my heart. Actually, I sought you today to apologize. Su Qin hesitated, opened her mouth. Sorry, I was a bit confused. Apologize to you about my wife investigating her. She looked at me, eyes full of guilt. I didn't know she'd do that. Caused trouble for you. Really sorry. I was silent. So she knew everything. How did she know? I asked. This afternoon Miss Lin came to my tea house. Su Qin smiled bitterly. She gave me a check for 1 million. Told me to leave. You. Stay away from you. My hand holding the glass unconsciously tightened. Lin Wan. She's always like that. Used to solving everything she sees as trouble with money. 10 years ago, she used marriage to bind me. 10 years later, she wants to use money to drive away anyone who might appear beside me. How ridiculous. So did she take it? I looked into Su Qin's eyes, asked a very stupid question. Su Qin didn't answer me. She just took a check from her bag, pushed it in front of me. Indeed, 1 million. I can't accept it, she said. First, between me and you is innocent. I have no shame in my heart. Second, this money I find dirty. I looked at that check, then at Su Qin's clear, frank eyes. My heart mixed with emotions. She and I are just passing acquaintances. Yet, she understands me more than my wife of 10 years sharing bed. Understands me more. Respects me. A warm current slowly flowed in my frozen heart. Thank you. I said sincerely. The one who should thank is me. Su Qin shook her head. If not for you, my tea house would have closed last month. Now, I remember. Last month her tea house in a remote spot. Business slow. About to close. I accidentally learned. Anonymously invested some money for her. And introduced quite a few customers. Then I just helped casually. Didn't think she'd repay anything. Unexpectedly she always remembered. It was just casual, I said. To you casual. To me. Charcoal in snow. Su Qin's eyes reddened slightly. That tea house is the only memento my mother left me. So Chen Yuan. Believe it or not, toward you I only have gratitude. Nothing else. I believe. Of course, I believe. Her eyes like a clear stream, clean without a speck of dust. Unlike Lin Wan. Her eyes very beautiful, like a deep lake but bottomless, making one forever unable to see through. I believe. I said. We looked at each other and smiled, like old friends of many years. That night we talked a lot about her tea house, about my company, about each other's pasts. This is the first time I spoke to an outsider. So many words from my heart. Words that before Lin Wan, I'd never say. Talking with her is comfortable. Relaxing. I even had an illusion. If I'd met her first, would my life be different? This thought flashed. Then I extinguished it. Life has no ifs. I've wasted 10 years. Can't err again. When leaving, Su Qin said to me. Chen Yuan, you're a good person. You deserve better. I smiled. Said nothing. Good people. Perhaps. But in this world, good people are always the most bullied. Back to the hotel. I lay on bed sleepless all night. Next morning, I was woken by urgent knocking. I thought it was hotel staff. Opened the door to see. It was my arrogant brother-in-law, Lin Rui. Behind him 2 bodyguards in black. Brother-in-law. Played enough. Lin Rui looked at me casually, with superior posture. My sister told you to come back with me. I leaned on the doorframe. Coldly looked at him. What if I don't? Lin Rui, as if hearing something funny. He stepped forward, poked my chest with his finger. Chen Yuan, don't push your luck. The food you eat, clothes you wear, things you use, which isn't from the Lin family. Leave my sister. What are you? Oh right. And your crappy company. Yesterday, my sister had legal handle it. Soon, You'll be a penniless pauper. Then, see what you use to support that little mistress. His words like a poisoned knife, stabbed hard into my heart. I suddenly grabbed his finger poking my chest, bent it hard. Ah! Lin Rui screamed like a pig being slaughtered. The two bodyguards saw and immediately charged up. I, without fear, rushed straight in. 10 years. These 10 years for Lin Wan, for this family I endured, tolerated. They thought I was a toothless sick cat. They forgot. Before meeting Lin Wan, I was a youth who for self-respect, fought desperately. The hotel hallway quickly chaotic. I don't know how many punches I took, nor how many I landed. I only know the fire suppressed in my heart for 10 years, finally erupted now, until hotel security came and pulled us apart. My face and body full of wounds. Lin Rui worse than me, nose crooked by my hit. He covered his bleeding nose, pointed at me roaring. Chen Yuan, fuck. You wait. I won't kill you. I wiped blood from mouth corner, gave him a bloodthirsty smile. Ill wait. Me and Lin Rui were taken to the police station. During statement, I cooperated fully. Fighting. Facts. Clear. I admit. Lin Rui kept yelling. Said wants me imprisoned. The police comrade, annoyed by his noise, directly cuffed him to the chair. Soon after, the Lin family's lawyer arrived. Right after, my father-in-law, mother-in-law, also aggressively arrived. My mother-in-law, who always despised me, entered and pointed at my nose, cursing loudly. Chen Yuan. You ungrateful wretch. Our Lin family was blind. To marry Wan to you. You don't repay gratitude. Fine. Dare hit my son. Are you even human? My high-status father-in-law said not a word, just with a deeply disappointed and cold gaze looked at me, as if looking at hopeless trash. I ignored their scolding and gazes. I just sat quietly, like an outsider until Lin Wan appeared. When she arrived, outside light rain. She wore a black trench coat, a few strands wet by rain, stuck on pale cheeks. Looking somewhat pitiful, she entered and saw wounds on my face. Her body trembled imperceptibly. Then she passed by, went straight to Lin Rui. Little Rui. How are you? Where hurt? Her voice, full of undisguised heartache and concern. Lin Rui, seeing her, immediately like finding backing, aggrieved, tattled. Sister, see what he did to me. My nose is crooked. You must send him to jail. Lin Wan coaxed her brother, while turning to look at me. That gaze the coldest and most disappointed I've seen. Chen Yuan. Must you make things this far? I looked at her. Suddenly laughed ruthlessly. Lin Wan. Who is ruthless? He brought people to block me at hotel, threatened me. Even wanted to touch my company. I was just legitimate self-defense. Legitimate self-defense. Lin Rui beside yelled, fuck. Beat 3 of us like this, and call it self-defense. That's because you're too useless. I calmly replied. Lin Rui almost fainted from anger. Lin Wan's face ugly to extreme. Chen Yuan. You've changed. She looked at me, said word by word. You weren't like this before. The old me, gentle and tolerant. Hit not hit back. Scold, not retort. Because I loved her, so I willingly retracted all edges for her. But now I don't love. Naturally, I must find myself again. People always change, I said. Especially after deep hurt. Lin Wan's body swayed again. Mother-in-law behind immediately supported her. Then with poisoned glare at me. Chen Yuan. Stop pretending pitiful here. What wrong did our Wan do to you? For you to torment her like this? You live in house she bought. Drive car she bought. Your company today, which didn't rely on our Lin family help. Now your wings hardened. Want to kick our Wan. Go find that vixen. Right, I tell you. No way. Just one word from our Lin family can make you unable to survive in Shen City. Each word from mother-in-law like a needle, stabbed hard into my self-esteem. Right. In outsiders' eyes, I Chen Yuan am a wife-dependent man. All I have is Lin family alms. I have no right to resist, no right to say no. I can only wag tail begging pity like a dog. I took a deep breath, suppressed the raging anger in heart. I looked at Lin Wan, said word by word. Is this your intent too? Lin Wan didn't look at me. She avoided my gaze. Her silence said it all. My heart completely cold. Fine. I nodded. Since so, you like using money and power to solve problems. Then well, follow your rules. I looked at my father-in-law, chairman of Lin Tian Group. Lin Guodong. Chairman Lin. I admit, my company in early stage did receive investment from Lin Corp, but that investment was in exchange for shares. Signed formal contract. These years' profits. My company brought Lin Corp. Long exceeded initial investment. Fair and square. I Chen Yuan owe your Lin family nothing. I looked at mother-in-law Zhang Meilan. As for house and car you mentioned, I can return them to you immediately. I Chen Yuan, though poor, haven't sunk to being kept by a woman. Finally, I looked at Lin Wan. And her Lin Wan. All things she gave me, clothes, watches, I can strip and return to her. Today I can leave empty-handed. Get out of this house. But this marriage I'm definitely divorcing. No one can stop me. My words resolute. The whole interrogation room sank into silence. Everyone stunned by my words. They perhaps never thought the soft persimmon always trampled by them would suddenly erupt such strong aura. Lin Guodong's face became extremely ugly. Zhang Meilan opened mouth to curse something, but stopped by Lin Guodong's gaze. Lin Rui even more scared, silent. Only Lin Wan. She lifted head staring at me. In her eyes no longer previous coldness and disappointment, replaced by a complex emotion I don't understand. Shock, regret, and a bit of panic. Panic. She panicked too. Isn't she always high above, controlling everything? Chen Yuan. She moved her lips. Voice hoarse. Can we not divorce? She actually begged me. This is something I dared not think in 10 years. If before yesterday hearing this, I'd be overjoyed, throw all previous grievances to the clouds. But now I only feel ironic. No. I decisively refused her. Lin Wan. Too late. My heart is dead, killed by you. By your Lin family with your own hands. After speaking, I didn't look at her, said to the police comrade beside. Comrade police. I admit guilt. Handle as you will. Anyway, this world, I have nothing to linger for. Rather be oppressed by Lin family outside everywhere, than quiet in prison. But, the development exceeded my expectation. The Lin family lawyer, after whispering a few words with Lin Guodong, actually withdrew all charges against me. They chose private settlement. I was released innocent. When stepping out of police station, sky, dark, rain still falling, pitter-patter, as if heaven weeping for me, I stood on the steps, looking at the strange world before me, momentarily lost. Where should I go? Just then, a black Bentley slowly stopped before me. Window rolled down, revealing Lin Wan's pale and haggard face. Get in, she said. I'll take you back. I didn't move. No need. I said. We have no relation anymore. Chen Yuan. Lin Wan raised voice, with a bit of pleading. Consider it me begging you. Okay, let's talk. I looked at the bloodshot in her eyes, and the humbleness I'd never seen. My heart finally softened a bit. 10 years husband and wife, even without love, should have a proper ending. I opened the car door and sat in, the heater on in the car. Very warm, but couldn't dispel the cold in my heart. The car sped on the road, finally stopped by the Rive. This is where we had our first date. I was so nervous back then that my palms were sweating. She was still cold at that time, but at least she smiled at me. The scene remains. The people have changed. Why must you do this? Lin Wan broke the silence. Her voice choked with sobs. Why must we definitely divorce? I turned my head to look at her. The neon lights outside the window cast mottled shadows on her face, making her look a bit unreal. This question she should ask herself. I said. These 10 years, has she given me the respect and warmth of a husband? Has she given me a family? Lin Wan's body trembled. She lowered her head, her hands clenched tightly together. Sorry, she said softly. I know these years it's me who owes you, but I didn't mean to. I just have my own difficulties. Own difficulties. Again, own difficulties. 10 years ago, she used this excuse to make me sign the room separation agreement. 10 years later, she still wants to use this excuse to keep me. I don't want to hear her difficulties. I interrupted her. Lin Wan. I'm tired. I don't want to guess anymore. I just want to live a few days like a normal person. Without deception. Without concealment. Without endless waiting and disappointment. My words made Lin Wan's face pale even more. She raised her head. Tears finally burst the dam. Chen Yuan. Can you give me one more chance? She cried and grabbed my hand. Her hand was bone-chilling cold. I'll change. I'll change everything from now on. I'll be a good wife. A real wife. As long as you don't leave me. She cried. Like pear blossoms in rain. I felt pity watching. Any man seeing this would soften. But I just calmly pried loose each finger of hers. Lin Wan. Do you know? The boy who cried wolf. If he lies too much, no one will believe anymore. I pushed open the car door and stepped down. The cold rain immediately soaked me, chilling to the heart. But I felt extremely clear-headed. I stood in the rain, looking at the woman wailing in the car. My heart without a trace of pity. My tenderness and love had been worn away by 10 years of waste. Goodbye, Lin Wan. I said my last words to her, then turned and walked into the misty rain. This time I really won't look back. I didn't return to the hotel. The Lin family would definitely come looking for me again. I need a place they absolutely can't find. I thought of one place. The ancient Buddha temple on Taeha Mountain west of the city. That was during university. I accidentally discovered it. The temple is very small and dilapidated. Only one old monk. But it's very quiet there. Can make the heart peaceful. These years, whenever I was hurt by Lin Wan to the point of devastation, I would sneak there alone. Stay for a day. Listen to the chanting. Read Buddhist scriptures. As if gaining a moment of salvation, I hailed a taxi straight to Taeha Mountain. By the time I reached the foot of the mountain. It was late night. The rain had stopped. The air, filled with the fresh smell of earth and grass. I followed the mountain stone path step by step up. Halfway up the mountain, I saw the familiar ancient temple. Under the moonlight, it looked extremely serene. The temple door was ajar. Inside, a dim yellow light spilled out. I pushed the door and entered. In the courtyard, the old monk, Hui Yuan Master, was sitting under a large Bodhi tree, brewing tea. The fragrance swirling, with leisurely Zen intent. He saw me without surprise, just smiled at me, pointed to the cushion opposite him. You're here. You're here. I walked over and sat across from him. Hui Yuan Master poured me a cup of tea. The tea was steaming hot, but I drank it in one gulp. Master. I'm divorced. I said. Hui Yuan Master's hand turning the prayer beads paused, then immediately regained composure. It's karma. It's also fate, he said. Fate arises. Fate ends. All is predestined. I smiled bitterly. Then what are my 10 years? Is it cultivation? Hui Yuan Master looked at me, his eyes profound, as if seeing through all my pain and confusion. You in this worldly bond have tasted enough greed, anger, ignorance, love, hate, desire, also endured enough the suffering of not getting what you seek. Resentment meetings, love separations, now you have seen through, can let go. This is perfect merit, perfect merit. I savored these 4 words. Yes. I have loved, have hated, have hoped, have despaired. Now everything has ended. My heart like a dry well, no longer rippling a bit. Isn't this seeing through and letting go? Master. I want to stay here for a while, I said. Is that okay? Hui Yuan Master smiled. The door of Buddha is originally a pure place. Stay as long as you want. It's just that here we have only plain tea and coarse rice. Afraid you won't be used to it. As long as the heart is at peace, everything tastes the same. That night, Hui Yuan Master and I sat under the Bodhi tree, talking all night. He didn't preach profound truths to me, just like a kind elder. Listened to my confessions, answered my questions. As dawn approached, I felt the resentment suppressed in my heart for 10 years, finally dissipated. My whole body became light and clear as never before. I seemed to be on the verge of becoming a Buddha. The following days, I stayed in the ancient temple, every day with Hui Yuan Master sweeping leaves, carrying water, chanting scriptures, Meditating. I turned off my phone, cut off all contact with the outside world, as if in this world there was no longer Chen Yuan, this person. Life in the mountains. Simple but peaceful. Every day, I watched the sun rise and set, clouds gather and disperse. My heart also became open. I began to reflect on my first half of life. I discovered these over 30 years. I seemed to always live for others, for parents' expectations, for Lin Wan's joy, for worldly eyes. I had never truly lived for myself one day. Now finally I can. I don't need to run the company that makes me exhausted body and mind. Don't need to please those who look down on me. Even less need to harbor vain hopes for love that can never be obtained. I'm free. This feeling is so good. I thought I would stay in the temple like this for life. Until that day, an uninvited guest broke this peace. That afternoon I was chopping wood in the back courtyard. A little monk ran over and said to me, "Donor Chen, someone outside is looking for you." I was a bit surprised. Who? The Lin family couldn't find here. Could it be Su Chen? I put down the axe, wiped sweat, followed the little monk to the front courtyard. Then I saw a person I never wanted to see again in this life. Bai Jing. Lin Wan's childhood sweetheart. He wore casual clothes tailored perfectly, hair combed neatly, face with a gentle smile. The whole person looked like the male lead from an idol drama, compared to me in temple clothes, sweating profusely. Truly worlds apart. He saw me without surprise. Just that gentle smile added a barely detectable, arrogant probing. "Chen Yuan. Long time no see." He took the initiative to speak. I ignored him, turned to leave. "Don't you want to know why Wan wouldn't let you touch her?" One sentence from him made my steps freeze. This question, like a thorn, stuck in my heart for 10 years. I had imagined the answer countless times. She doesn't love me. She has psychological shadows. She has an illness. But every guess can't fully explain her actions. Now the answer is right in front. Yet I was a bit afraid to uncover it. I feared the answer would be crueler than I imagined. "I don't want to know," I coldly replied. "She and I are over." Over? Bai Jing, as if hearing a joke. "Chen Yuan. You're too naive. You think divorce means you can escape the Lin family. Escape Wan. Let me tell you. Impossible. As long as she doesn't let go for one day, you won't have peace." His words made my heart sink. I understand Lin Wan's stubbornness. What she wants, she has never failed to get. Before it was me. Now, it's this marriage she won't release. What exactly do you want to say? I turned to look at him. Impatient. "I want to make a deal with you." The smile on Bai Jing's face became unpredictable. "I'll help you completely escape Wan. The condition is you must transfer all shares of Tian Kai to me. Tian Kai Technology Company. That's the company I founded single-handedly. These 10 years. The only thing that can prove myself. Though the Lin family invested, but I'm the largest shareholder. With absolute control. He actually wants my company. What makes you think I'll agree?" I sneered. "Just because I know Wan's biggest secret." Bai Jing walked in front of me, lowered his voice. "A secret enough to make you completely lose hope in her." In his eyes flashed calculation and triumph. I looked at him. Suddenly, a strong premonition surged in my heart. This secret will absolutely overturn all my perceptions. I was silent for a long time. Reason told me I should immediately turn and leave, not get involved with these people anymore. But the unwilling demon at the bottom of my heart was roaring madly, wanting to know the truth. Finally, I couldn't resist the temptation. "Tell me." I heard my dry voice. Bai Jing smiled like a cat that stole fish. 10 years ago I was very seriously ill. Doctors said I wouldn't live past half a year. Wan to save me went begging gods and Buddhas on the mountain. She made a poisonous vow. If I could survive, she would use her lifelong marital happiness in exchange. She would marry a man she doesn't love but who loves her, and never consummate with him for life. Keep her purity for me. Each of Bai Jing's sentences, like a heavy hammer, smashed into my heart. My mind went blank, the whole world spinning. I had to lean on the pillar beside to not fall. So that's it. I didn't lose to Bai Jing. I lost to Lin Wan's ridiculous and pitiful sacrifice. My 10-year marriage. My 10-year love. 10 years. I embraced pillows alone, just for another man, that she used to trade with heaven. I was just someone she chose. To complete this deal. How absurd, how laughable. Fifth. A mouthful of fishy blood surged from my throat. I spat a mouthful of fresh blood on the green stone in front. Vision darkened. I completely lost consciousness. The moment I fell, I seemed to see Hui Yuan Master's worried face. Also seemed to see Bai Jing's triumphant and cold smile. I had a very long dream. In the dream I returned to university days. Sunshine just right. Gentle breeze. Lin Wan, in a white dress standing under the camphor tree smiling at me. She said, "Chen Yuan, let's date." I was happy like a fool, hugged her and spun several circles on the spot. Then the scene changed. To our wedding night. She in a red wedding dress, beautiful beyond words, but handed me a cold agreement. She said, "Chen Yuan, sorry, I can't." Then countless lonely nights. I lay alone on the cold bed, listening to even breathing from the next room. Heart gradually cooling, freezing and shattering. Finally, the scene stopped on Bai Jing's mocking face. He said, "Chen Yuan, you're just a tool." A tool? Am I a tool? I jolted awake from the nightmare, sat up abruptly, chest heaving violently. Cold sweat soaked my temple clothes. Amitabha. A chant sounded by my ear. I turned my head, saw Hui Yuan Master sitting by my bed, hands turning prayer beads. "You're awake." His voice calm and peaceful, with power to soothe the heart. I looked around, found myself lying in a meditation room of the temple, air faintly scented with sandalwood. How long did I sleep? My voice hoarse. 3 days and 3 nights. Hui Yuan Master said. You had anger attacking the heart, damaging the heart vessels, if not discovered in time. Afraid. He didn't continue, but I knew I almost died. In the lie woven by the woman I loved for 10 years. An immensely huge lie. I leaned against the headboard looking out the window. Sunlight pierced the curtains shining in, casting mottled light on the floor. Very warm, but my heart was a cold ruin. Master. Tell me. Am I ridiculous? I opened my mouth. Voice. Carrying a tremble I didn't even recognize. For a woman who doesn't love me, wasted 10 years of youth, finally making myself neither human nor ghost. My child. Hui Yuan. Master sighed. The word, love, always hurts people most. How many heroes in the world cannot see through the pass of love? Why must you blame yourself like this? I said nothing. I understand the truths, but the barrier in my heart I can't cross. I closed my eyes, my mind full of Lin Wan's face. Cold face. Stubborn, weak, crying. Each face like a knife, cutting back and forth in my heart. I hate her. I hate her. Why so cruel? Why choose me? Why use my sincere love to pave the way for her bright moon? But hating to the extreme surges a sorrow. Isn't she also a pitiful person, for an uncertain future, betting her lifelong happiness? These 10 years beside a man she doesn't love, living a sexless marriage. How could her heart be happy? No. I shouldn't make excuses for her. The pitiful must have hateful aspects. Her pitifulness is not reason to hurt me. Master. I've thought it through. I opened my eyes. Gaze unusually firm. I want to go down the mountain. Hui Yuan Master looked at me as if not surprised at all. Thought it through. Thought it through. I nodded. Some things must have an end. Some debts must be paid by someone. I can't just let it go. I can't let my 10 years of youth and love become such an unclear joke. I want to go back. I want to stand before Lin Wan and ask clearly. I want her to pay for what she's done. Hui Yuan Master didn't advise me. He just handed me a set of clean clothes. Go. He said. Worldly ties not severed, then must sever. Just remember, don't let hatred cloud your true nature. I bowed deeply to Hui Yuan Master. Thank you, Master, for guidance. Changed clothes. I stepped out of the meditation room. Standing in the temple courtyard, I turned back to look at the Buddha statue, kind and merciful. Before I always felt Buddha high above, untouched by worldly smoke. Now I understand. Buddha was once human, also struggled in this red dust, suffered through. Only by experiencing all, can finally see through. Let go. And awaken. I am not yet Buddha. I am just a mortal who just crawled up from hell. My cultivation has only just begun. On the way down the mountain, I called my lawyer, Lawyer Wang. Help me with two things. First, arrange all documents of Tiankai Technology. Send to me. Second, help me schedule a meeting with chairman of Lin Tian Group, Mr. Lin Guodong. Just say his son-in-law wants to discuss a business deal with him. Lawyer Wang on the other end, obviously shocked by my words. He didn't ask much, just replied, yes. President Chen hung up. I looked at the city below the mountain. There is my battlefield. Lin Wan. Bai Jing. The Lin family. Are you ready? I Chen Yuan am back. I didn't go find Lin Wan immediately. I know now she's definitely like a headless fly, searching for me everywhere. I returned to my apartment first. That's the home I bought with my own money. A small 2-bedroom apartment. Though not big, but truly belongs to me. I tidied myself, shaved, changed into a suit, looking at the man in the mirror though a bit haggard, but eyes unusually sharp. I nodded satisfied. This is the original appearance of I Chen Yuan. That afternoon, Lawyer Wang sent Tian Kai's documents, and the meeting me with Lin Guodong to me. Time is 10 am tomorrow. Location: Lin Tian Group headquarters. I looked at the phone info and sneered. Lin Guodong. The father-in-law who always despised me, finally willing to stoop to meet me once. Probably Lin Wan went back and said something to him. Bai Jing. Can't wait to make a move on me. Good. I also want to see what tricks they play. The next day, I arrived at Lin Tian Group on time. The receptionist girl saw me clearly stunned. Probably didn't expect the legendary ex-son-in-law kicked by the Lin family dare to appear here boldly. I'm looking for Chairman Lin. Have an appointment. I calmly spoke. The receptionist girl snapped back, quickly called internal. Soon Lin Guodong's secretary came down to greet me. The secretary led me to the chairman's office on the top floor. Pushing the door, I not only saw Lin Guodong, but also my ex-mother-in-law Zhang Meilon and Lin Wan. She had lost a lot of weight, face pale, eyes swollen red, looking extremely haggard. Seeing me, she, like grasping a life-saving straw, jumped up. Chen Yuan. Finally, you're willing to see me. Her voice full of surprise and excitement. I ignored her. My eyes stared straight at Lin Guodong sitting in the main seat. Chairman Lin, today I come to discuss a business deal with you. My directness made everyone present stunned. Lin Guodong frowned, obviously unhappy with my attitude. Chen Yuan, I heard about you and Wan's matter, he said in a deep voice. With superior air, husband and wife quarrel at bedhead, reconcile at bed end. No need to make a fuss to divorce. You go back with Wan first. Whatever it is. As family we sit down and talk slowly. Family. I almost laughed out loud. Chairman Lin, I think you're mistaken. Lin Wan and I are about to no longer be family. Today I come not to talk family with you. I represent Tian Kai Technology, to discuss cooperation with Lin Tian Group. My words made Lin Guodong's face completely darken. Chen Yuan. What do you mean? Zhang Meilon beside couldn't hold back and cursed. You ungrateful wolf. Wings hardened. Want to shake off relations with our Lin family. Don't forget, who funded your company to start. We can withdraw capital anytime. Make you penniless. Right. I pulled a chair, calmly sat down, pushed a stack of documents in front of Lin Guodong. Chairman Lin, I think you should look at this. Before. Lin Guodong doubtfully picked up the documents. Just a glance. His face immediately changed. That stack of documents was the latest share structure report of Tian Kai, and a professional analysis drafted by Lawyer Wang on investment risk assessment for Lin Corp. The report clearly stated, through several rounds of funding dilution and my personal share increase, Lin Tian Group's shares in Tian Kai, from initial 30, reduced to less than 15, while my personal share ratio reached 51, with absolute control. More importantly, the report analyzed the core technology Tian Kai is researching, Pangu artificial intelligence system. Once successful, will overturn the entire industry. Market value, immeasurable. But this technology research has entered the most money-burning phase. If Lin Corp withdraws now, Not only previous investment lost completely, but also completely miss a once-in-a-millennium opportunity to become an industry giant. Lin Guodong is a businessman. He understands the weight of this report more than anyone. His hands began to tremble uncontrollably. He raised his head looking at me in disbelief. He probably never thought. The son-in-law he always despised, who only knew to cling to his daughter's skirt, had quietly grown into a business rival even he must be wary of. You started calculating from when? His voice dry and hoarse. From 3 years ago. That night Lin Wan, because with Bai Jing, refused to visit me in hospital. I calmly answered. That night, I lay on the cold hospital bed thinking a lot. I realized. Blind sacrifice and pleasing cannot exchange for respect and love. To live with dignity in this family, in this world, I must have enough strength, belonging to myself. From that day, I began my 3-year plan. I used the identity of Lin family's son-in-law, accessed many connections and resources. I put all company profits into technology research and buying back shares. I like an undercover quietly accumulating strength, just waiting for one opportunity to completely escape the shackles. Now the opportunity has come. Lin Guodong, angry beyond words, Zhang Meilan beside him, looked at me like seeing a ghost. You scheming deep. Our Wan was really blind. I ignored her scolding. I just looked at Lin Guodong and continued. Chairman Lin, my purpose is simple. I want Lin Tian Group to buy at 3 times market price my 51 shares in Tian Kai, or I buy at similar price your 15 shares. Choose one. I give you 1 day to think. My words, like a heavy bomb exploding in the office. Everyone stunned. Current market value of Tian Kai, already over 2 billion, 51 shares over 1 billion, 3 times over 3 billion. This almost drains half the cash flow of Lin Tian, and if they sell shares to me, means completely giving up this fat meat about to reach the mouth, no matter which. For Lin Guodong it's a major blood loss. Chen Yuan. You're crazy. Lin Wan finally couldn't hold back and yelled at me. Why must you do this? Do you lack money? I can give you however much you want. I give. Just don't treat my dad like this. Don't treat the Lin family like this. She thought I was revenging, using this way to vent dissatisfaction with them. How laughable. I don't lack money. I looked at her, eyes without a trace of warmth. I just want to take back what originally belongs to me. Dignity. These 10 years I for your Lin family slaved like ox and horse, endured hardships. I gave all my youth passion, blood and love to her. But how did you treat me? You treated me as a joke, a tool to trample at will. Now, I just want to use the way you worship most, to settle accounts with you. Is that wrong? My words left Lin Wan speechless. The blood on her face drained. She looked at me, eyes full of strangeness and fear, as if this was the first day knowing me. Chen Yuan. You can't do this, she murmured, tears like broken string pearls falling nonstop. She forgot how she promised me, said she would always be good to me, never leave me. I haven't forgotten. I interrupted her. But I also said, my goodness is only for those worthy, and she is not worthy. This sentence, like the sharpest knife, stabbed hard into Lin Wan's heart. Her body trembled violently, almost unable to stand. Dad, Mom. She desperately looked at Lin Guodong and Zhang Meilan, hoping they could help her. But at this time, the parents who always treated her as pearl in palm, also hard to protect themselves, faces ugly to extreme. Lin Guodong stared at me, eyes like wanting to spit fire. Chen Yuan. This is extortion. You can think so. I shrugged fearlessly. Business is war. Isn't it? This is what you taught me. Lin Guodong angrily slammed the table, stood up forcefully. You think I Lin Guodong grew up being scared. 3 billion. Let me tell you, I won't give a cent. At worst, fish die net tears. I withdraw capital now. I use all connections to block you. I make Tian Kai unable to get a penny investment. I make you completely penniless, he said sternly, as if wanting to fight to death with me. If it was the old me, perhaps really scared by him. But now I only find it amusing. Chairman Lin. You seem to have forgotten. I leisurely stood up, adjusted my suit collar. The era has changed. Now is the era of technology rising. As long as I have the Pangu system, People wanting to invest in me can queue from here to Huangpu River. As for the blocking, you said. I walked in front of him, leaned down staring into his eyes, said word by word. You try. See in the end who is fish. Die net tears. After speaking, I didn't look at him, turned and walked to the door. Oh right. Forgot to tell you. At the door I stopped, turned back to look at them, smiled brightly. The document in Bai Jing's hand, about my wife to extend life for him, marrying me falsely, was given by me to him. Of course fabricated. I just wanted to see, after you know this truth, what reaction. Conveniently see if he for my company would choose to betray you. Now it seems the result is quite satisfying. My words like an atomic bomb, exploding in the office. Lin Guodong and Zhang Meilon, immediately petrified, while Lin Wan abruptly raised her head, with eyes like seeing a ghost, staring at me. Her lips trembled, but couldn't say a word. Yes. How could she expect? The so-called heartfelt pain she believed and suffered for 10 years was orchestrated by me. A lie from beginning to end. I am the real mastermind. I looked at her face full of shock, regret and despair, my heart without a bit of satisfaction, only a desolate silence. Lin Wan. All this you forced me. You personally turned me from a fool who loved you like life into a cold-blooded heartless demon. Now the game is just beginning. I looked at her smiling silently, then opened the door and stepped out. Behind was the heart-wrenching burst of Lin Wan's cry. I didn't return to the apartment, but went straight to Su Chin's tea house, pushed the rustic wooden door. Wind chimes jingled. Su Chin was sitting by the window, head down reading a book. Sunshine shone on her, making her whole body enveloped in gentle halo. 4 words peaceful years unwittingly appeared in my mind. She heard the sound, raised head, saw me, eyes lit up. You're here. Her voice like cool stream immediately washed away all the gloom on me. I walked over, sat across from her, waited long. I also just arrived. She put down the book, skillfully began brewing tea. Everything done? She asked. I nodded. Also smooth. I simply told her what happened at Lin Corp, including using fabricated truth to probe Bai Jing and Lin Wan. I thought she would find me deeply scheming, methods despicable, but she, after listening, just silently looked at me, eyes without a trace of contempt or disdain, only heartache. These years you must have suffered greatly, she asked softly. One sentence instantly crumbled my heart. All my resilience and disguise before her became fragile. I lowered my head, not wanting her to see my reddened eyes. It's all over, I said. Yes. It's all over. Su Chin pushed the brewed teacup in front of me. It will be better from now on. I lifted the teacup and took a sip. The tea's pure fragrance, lingering sweetness, just like her character, warm and healing. We said nothing more, just silently sat drinking tea. Outside the window, the bustling city. Inside the window, serenity. A small world belonging only to us two. I suddenly felt this might be what I've always pursued. A simple, peaceful life, with someone who understands me by my side. Su Chin. I spoke, breaking the silence. She raised her head, looking at me. Wait until all matters end. My words unfinished. The teahouse door was kicked open. Lin Wan, like a mad lioness, charged in. Her eyes bloodshot, hair disheveled, face still streaked with tears. No trace left of her usual aloof goddess demeanor. As soon as she entered, she saw me and Su Chin. That gaze like wanting to devour us alive. Chen Yuan, you're a liar, she screamed, lunging at me. Why treat me like this? Why deceive me? I didn't dodge, letting her fists rain down on me. I didn't even feel pain. My heart long numb. Su Chin, seeing this, hurried to stand, wanting to pull her away. Miss Lin, calm down a bit. Get lost. Lin Wan shoved Su Chin hard. The force so strong Su Chin staggered, hitting the table corner behind. Ah! Su Chin cried out, clutching her waist, kneeling down. Seeing this, my eyes immediately reddened. I grabbed Lin Wan's wrist hard, flung her aside. Lin Wan. What's her madness? I rushed over to help Su Chin up. How is she? Is she okay? Su Chin's face slightly pale, Forehead beading fine sweat. I'm fine. She forced a smile at me. Just the waist seems sprained. I looked at her enduring pain. Heartache unbearable. I turned back. With an unprecedented cold gaze. Looked at Lin Wan. Apologize. I said apologize to her. Lin Wan by the killing intent in my eyes. Scared back a step. But she quickly reacted. Jealousy and anger made her lose all reason. Apologize on what basis? She pointed at Su Chin yelling. This vixen seduced my husband. Destroyed my family. Not tearing her face is lucky for her. Slap. A crisp slap echoed through the tea house. I made my move. First time in life hitting a woman. Lin Wan clutched her face looking at me in disbelief. You hit me. She. Voice trembling. I did hit her. I stepped forward looking at her. Lin Wan, I warn her she can insult me, can trample me, but she can't touch her. Otherwise it'll make her regret coming to this world. My words like an ice knife. Stabbed into Lin Wan's heart. She saw me protecting Su Chin. Saw in my eyes the undisguised concern. And heartache for another woman. She finally collapsed. Why? She slumped to the ground sobbing. Why did it become like this? We clearly weren't like this. Yes. Why did it become like this? This question I also want to ask. I looked at the woman before me. The woman I once loved to the bone. Now turned into this appearance. Screaming madly. My heart without a bit of satisfaction. Only endless sorrow. Boss. What's happening here? The tea house staff hearing the commotion ran over. It's fine. I said to him, please escort this lady out. In the future I don't want to see her here. The staff looked at us three. Weird atmosphere. Didn't dare ask more. Hurried forward wanting to help Lin Wan up. I'm not going. Lin Wan like mad. Clutched my pant leg. Chen Yuan. You can't treat me like this. I was wrong. I really was wrong. Can you forgive me? Let's start over. As long as you return to me. Whatever you say I'll do. She cried and begged. Abandoning all pride and dignity. If before, I would definitely soften. But now I only feel disgust. Too late. I kicked her hand away. Lin Wan. From the moment she pushed Su Chin down. Between us the last bit of affection is gone. I didn't look at her anymore. Directly carried Su Chin out. Chen Yuan. Behind came Lin Wan's desperate scream. You'll regret it. You definitely will regret it. I didn't turn back. I held the woman in my arms. Who suffered because of me. Step by step walked out of the tea house. Outside sunlight a bit dazzling. I squinted, feeling like reborn. Yes. I won't regret. The one who should regret is her. Near evening I took Su Chin to the hospital. Doctor checked, said just soft tissue injury. No bone damage. Rest a few days will heal. I sighed in relief. In the ward, I peeled apples for her. While apologizing to her, made her suffer grievance. Su Chin leaned on the headboard smiling at me. You've said it many times. Besides the one needing to apologize isn't he? I know she meant Lin Wan. But ultimately, all because of me. If not for me, she wouldn't be dragged into this dispute. Wait for discharge. I'll change to another place for her tea house. I said change to the best location in city center. No need. Su Chin shook head. I like the current spot. Quiet but Lin Wan she. Soldiers come generals block. Water comes earth dams. Su Chin interrupted me. In her eyes. Revealing resilience not matching her appearance. I Su Chin am not a soft persimmon for people to squeeze at will. I looked at her. A warm current surging in heart. This woman. Always can unintentionally. Bring me surprise and touch. Okay. I nodded. From now on, no matter what happens, I'll be by her side. This sentence I said extremely seriously. Both promise and oath. Su Chin's face slightly blushed. Avoided my gaze. The ward atmosphere immediately became ambiguous. Just then, my phone rang. It was Lawyer Wang calling. President Chen Lin Guodong surrendered. Lawyer Wang's voice a bit excited. He agreed to 3 billion. Buy all shares in your hand. But he has one condition. What condition? I asked. He hopes you can come forward. Clarify the divorce reason between you and Miss Lin. Take all responsibility on yourself. Simply hopes you leave empty-handed. And voluntarily bear the infidelity stigma in marriage. Bad reputation abandoning devoted wife. I heard and sneered. Lin Guodong indeed an old fox. Even now not forgetting to scheme me. He wants to use money to buy Lin family reputation. Buy Lin Wan's innocence. Incidentally sink me Chen Yuan into mud. Forever. Unable to rise. You tell him. I said word by word into phone. Money I can take less. But reputation. I won't yield an inch. I want Lin Wan personally before media. Publicly apologize to me and Su Chin. Otherwise this deal is off. We'll meet in court. Lawyer Wang on other end silent. A moment President Chen. Are you sure to do this? This way. You and Lin family really no way back. I'm sure. I said I want everyone to know. Not I Chen Yuan abandoned her. But Lin Wan she unworthy of my love. Hung up. I saw. Su Chin looking at me with complex eyes. Am I very vile? I self-mocked smiled. No Su Chin. Shook head. You're just reclaiming justice originally yours. No one qualified to stand on moral high ground. To criticize a deeply hurt person. Her understanding like a ray of light, illuminating the darkest corner of my heart. I couldn't help reach out grasp her hand. Her hand very warm, very soft. Completely different from Lin Wan's bone-chilling hand. Su Chin thank her. I said thank her for appearing in my life. Su Chin didn't pull hand back. She just looked at me gently nodded. The window paper between us. At this moment completely pierced. The following days. I both at hospital cared for Su Chin. And waited for Lin family's reply. I originally thought. Lin Guodong for Lin family face. Would fight to death with me. Unexpectedly third day. I received lawyer Wang's call. Lin family agreed. They agreed to let Lin Wan hold press conference. Apologize this result surprised me a bit, but quickly I thought through. Lin Guodong is businessman. Interests above all. 3 billion compared to Lin Tian Group's future. Which heavier, which lighter he distinguishes clearly. As for Lin Wan's reputation, probably in his eyes. Just a bargaining chip to exchange. Thinking here, I couldn't help feel sorrow for Lin Wan. Born in such family. Isn't she also? A pitiful person body not her own. Press conference scheduled 1 week later. Location right at Lin Tian Group's press hall. That day, I led recovered Su Chin to attend. We just appeared. Attracted all media flashes. I wore a neat suit. Expression calm. Su Chin wore an elegant dress. Silently by my side. We looked like a perfect couple. Very soon. Lin Wan with Lin Guodong. And Zhang Meilan accompanied stepped out. She wore black business attire. Delicate makeup. Trying to hide haggardness. But swollen red eyes and pale face. Still betrayed her. She walked to the podium. Looked at the dense reporters below. And me sitting in front row. Body trembled imperceptibly. Then she took a deep breath. Held the mic. Hello everyone. I am Lin Wan. Her voice through mic. Echoed the whole hall. Today I hold this press conference. To about the noisy divorce of me and my husband Chen Yuan. Clarify a bit. First. Our divorce not because of third party. Miss Su Chin and my husband. Are normal friends. Previous rumors spread online. About my husband cheating. All untrue information. The real reason we divorced is me. Saying here she paused. Eyes fell on me. That gaze full of regret and pain. It was me in this 10-year marriage. Didn't fulfill wife's duties. It was me. Time and again hurt my husband's feelings. It was me. Personally pushed the man who loves me most in the world. Away here. I want to say to my ex-husband. Brother Chen Yuan, an apology. Her voice choked. Tears streamed down cheeks, blurring the delicate makeup. I also want to say to the hurt person. Because of my impulsiveness, Miss Su Chin, an apology. I shouldn't vent personal emotions on an innocent person. I feel ashamed and sorry for what I did. After speaking she toward me and Su Chin, bowed deeply. The whole hall buzzed. Everyone didn't expect this century divorce ended this way. The lofty Lin family young lady, actually before the whole world, bowed to ex-husband. And the woman she saw as mistress, bowed admitting wrong. This absolutely year's most shocking news. I looked at the woman on stage, sobbing, heart without a bit of satisfaction. Only fatigue when everything ended. The 10-year grudge between me and her, finally today put a period. I stood up held Su Kin's hand. Under everyone's gaze turned and left. I didn't turn back to look at Lin Wan. I know. From now we are people of two worlds. My world warm sunshine. Spring returns, flowers bloom. Her world. Only endless regret and loneliness. News of divorce with Lin Wan, and her public apology at press conference, quickly exploded online. Public opinion 180-degree turn. I from a scum everyone cursed, became sympathized victim. While Lin Wan, from high goddess fell, became object of ridicule. All this no longer concerns me. I received Lin family's 3 billion, transferred all Tian Kai shares. I without a bit of attachment. That company carried too much of my ambition and pain. Now, I just want to be a normal free person. I gave myself a long vacation. Led Su Chin traveling around the world. We went to Eiffel Tower in Paris, Water City Venice, blue-white churches in Santorini. We discarded phones, forgot time, like the most ordinary lovers. Enjoyed two-person world. During the trip our feelings quickly warm. Su Chin is a great companion, knowledgeable, interesting, kind, caring. With her I never feel bored. My heart, also under her companionship and healing, slowly stepped out of past shadow. I began to believe in love again. Under sunset in Santorini, I proposed to her. I didn't prepare big diamond ring, nor romantic ceremony. I just held her hand, looked into her eyes, seriously said to her, Su Chin, marry me okay? She cried harder than any time I saw, but on her face the brightest smile. She cried while nodding, said, okay. 3 months later, we at a small seaside church, held wedding, invited no friends relatives, only us two, and a pastor witness. Under God's witness, we exchanged rings, vowed lifedim. That moment I looked at Su Chin in wedding dress, smiling at me, felt myself, world's happiest man. Post-marriage life simple yet warm. We bought a seaside house. Every day together watch sunrise. Together stroll. Together cook. Su Chin reopened a tea house, right near our home. Business so-so, but she enjoys it. I became house husband. Every day very dishes cook delicious for her. We like a secluded immortal couple. I thought such days would last to old age. Until that day, an unexpected person broke this peace. It was Bai Jing. He found us. That day I was in yard trimming flowers. He like a ghost suddenly appeared before me. He much more haggard than last meeting. Hair disheveled, beard stubbly, clothes wrinkled, completely without former elegant young master look. Chen Yuan, he spoke, voice hoarse. I searched for you long. I put down scissors, coldly looked at him. Search me for what? Between me and him nothing left to say. No. Bai Jing shook head. Eyes, revealing, misunderstood madness. Yes, I want you return. Lin Wan to me. I like heard big joke. Are you crazy? Where Lin Wan is? How would I know? Since divorce, I never met her again. No. You know Bai Jing's emotions suddenly agitated. Since you left, she locked herself at home, sees no one. She doesn't see me. Doesn't see her parents. Doesn't see anyone. She's dying. Doctor said, severe depression and anorexia. She now thin to skin and bones. All your fault. He pointed at me roaring. If you didn't appear, if you didn't divorce her, she wouldn't become this. Chen Yuan, you must go back, save her. I looked at his madly infatuated appearance. Only felt absurd and laughable. Bai Jing, make it clear. First, Lin Wan and I have no relation. Her life-death unrelated to me. Second, the one making her this not me. It's you all. It's him. It's her. It's your ridiculous selfish love. If not that year he ill. If not her poisonous vow. If not you saw me as tool. Between us. Originally no 10-year entanglement. So drop your fake face. He doesn't love her. He just unwilling. Unwilling. The princess he pampered. Finally wilted for another man. My words like a knife. Stabbed hard into Bai Jing's heart. He staggered back steps. Face pale as paper. Not like that. He murmured, seeming unable accept this truth. I love her. I always loved her. Then why I sneered. Then why when she needed him most, he chose abroad. Then after she married me, he still entangled endlessly with her. Gave her countless vain dreams. He if really love her should take her away. Or completely let go, let her start new life. Not like now. Both enjoy life she gave. And when she needs him responsible, push her to me. Bai Jing, he is the most selfish cowardly man I've seen. My words completely shattered by Jing's last psychological defense. He knelt before me. A tall man cried like child. I was wrong, Chen Yuan. I really wrong. I beg you go visit her. Okay. The only one she wants to see now is you. Doctor said only you can save her. Consider me begging you. He hugged my leg pleading. I looked at him, heart without sympathy. Knew today earlier. Why bother before? I kicked him away. Get lost. I said one word, then turned into house. Didn't want see him, nor hear any news about Lin Wan. Her life she chose. My life turned new page. We destined different paths. I thought Bai Jing would give up. Unexpectedly next day he came again. Moreover, brought Lin Guodong and Zhang Meilan. The two much older than last meeting. Hair over half white, face full wrinkles. No longer former vigor. They saw me immediately knelt. Chen Yuan, we beg you save Wan Wan. Zhang Meilan cried, tears streaming. She's almost gone. Lin Guodong. The man lifetime never bowed. Also eyes red. Before we wrong. We blind. We apologize to you. Kowtow beg you. Said he really kowtowed to ground. I shocked by their scene. Hurried back steps. What are you doing? Quick stand, you don't agree. We won't stand. Zhang Meilan hugged my leg tight. Tears snot mess. I looked at three once high above. Now lowly as dust. Heart mixed emotions. Just then, Su Qin came out from house. She saw this frowned. You forcing him. Her voice not loud, but carried undeniable strength. Lin Guodong and Zhang Meilan saw Su Qin. Face flashed awkward shame. Miss Su. We no choice. No choice can morally kidnap. Su Qin walked to me. Linked my arm. Coldly looked at them. Chen Yuan already divorced Lin Wan. He has no duty for Lin family. To take responsibility. Lin Wan became this. Her psychological issue. Also your family education failure. What you should do is take her to psychiatrist. Not come here force a person. Deeply hurt by her. Pay for her stubbornness. Su Qin's words sharp. Lin Guodong and Zhang Meilan speechless. Bai Jing unwilling. What do you know? He roared at Su Qin. You're just latecomer. A third party taking advantage. Don't know between Chen Yuan and Wan Wan. What past they had. Slap another crisp slap. This time Su Qin hit. This slap is for Chen Yuan returning to him. Su Qin looked at Bai Jing. Eyes icy. What qualification he has. Here point at our feelings. Who does he think he is? Bai Jing clutched face. Completely stunned. He probably didn't expect. This gentle-looking woman could be so fierce. I looked at Su Qin protecting me, heart warm. I held her hand back. Said to Lin family 3, you go back. I won't go see Lin Wan. Not hate nor revenge, but because she and I really ended. Forcing two no longer loving together. Torture for both. Let her go also let you go. Said I pulled. Su Qin turned into house. Ignored their outside crying begging. I didn't open door. Some things must be ruthless. Endless entanglement only bigger hurt. After that day, Lin family didn't come. Our life peaceful again. I thought this over. Until 1 month later, I received anonymous package from country. Inside a diary and a letter. The diary Lin Wan's letter Hui Yuan master wrote. I opened letter first. Letter said, Lin Wan died 1 week ago. At ancient Buddha temple Teha mountain. She went there. Knelt before Buddha. 3 days 3 nights. No eat no drink. Finally lamp oil exhausted. Died in the meditation room I once stayed. Hui Yuan, master said. He when cleaning her relics. Discovered this diary. He thought I should see. My hands began tremble. I opened the yellowed cover diary. Inside elegant clear handwriting. Lin Wan's handwriting. Diary from 10 years ago. Started from our wedding day. Today I married Chen Yuan. A fool who loves me much. Sorry Chen Yuan. I can't love you. Because my heart given to Bai Jing. I can only this way. Keep last face for all 3. Married 1 year. Chen Yuan treats me very well. Well to the point makes me. He every day makes breakfast for me. Drives me to work. Picks me after work. He remembers all my preferences. And every casual word I say. So met Imes I think. If the one I loved first was him how good. Married 3 years. Bai Jing about abroad. Very sad. Chen Yuan saw. He didn't ask why. Just silently by me. Told jokes to cheer me. That moment my heart like stirred. Married 5 years. I find I seem increasingly can't leave Chen Yuan. Am used to every morning his prepared breakfast. Used to home after work see his warm smile. Used to when sick his meticulous care. I even started envy women who can openly link arms with him. Married 7 years. I seem to love Chen Yuan. This thought scares me. I can't love him. I promised myself must for Bai Jing keep purity. I owe him this life can't repay. Married 10 years. Chen Yuan proposed divorce to me. My world collapsed. I can't without him. Now I realize. These 10 years he long, like air merged into my life. Without him I'll die. Diary, last page only 1 sentence. Before death, she used last strength wrote, handwriting crooked, almost unrecognizable. Chen Yuan I love you. If next life, switch, I pursue you. I looked at that sentence. Tears uncontrollably burst damn. I hugged the diary tight to chest. Like a child lost favorite toy. Cried heart-rending. So she loved me. She long loved me. Just bound by her vow. And guilt. She dared not love. Couldn't love. So, she could only use coldness and hurt to arm. To push me away. How pitiful. How regrettable. Su Qin unknown when came behind me. Gently hugged me. Cry. She said cry out is good. I buried in her chest cried loudly. I cried lost 10-year youth. Cried. Lin Wan's pitiful lifetime obsession. Cried between us. This mistaken grudge. Don't know cried how long. Finally I cried tired. I wiped dry tears. Raised head from Su Qin's chest. I'm fine. I said. Su Qin looked at me. Nodded. I know. I held diary and letter. Went to brazier in yard. Threw sheet by sheet into fire. Firelight shone on my face. Also illuminated the clarity in my eyes. Lin Wan goodbye. The love she gave me too heavy. I can't bear. She owes me next life don't repay. Because I don't want meet her again. I just want with the woman beside me. Live well this life. I turned walked toward Su Qin. She stood in sun. Smiled familiar shallow dimples at me. I stepped over. Hugged her tight to chest. Su Qin thank you. Also thank you. We looked each other smiled. Everything no need words. Distant sea waves hit sand. Beach sounded waves. Like a soothing requiem melody. Also like a rebirth hymn.